Yo, what's good peeps? Now, I'm not gonna lie, Gotham Knight is one of those games that feels like it should have been released forever ago. It did suffer a delay and it feels like an age since we've had Batman Arkham Knight, but this latest game set in the Batman universe is changing things up considerably. The Dark Knight is gone and instead we can now play as Nightwing, Robin, Batgirl and Red Hood. Now, there are different versions of the game available and today we are trying to figure out what's the best version of Gotham Knight is for you. Now, it is worth noting that there is no last gen version, so there is no Xbox One or PlayStation 4 version of the Gotham Knight, so this definitely does cover the next gen plus PC versions of the game.
There's blood in the water.
Play nice.
But
Before we dive into the various editions, it is worth noting that Gotham Knight does have a pre-order bonus that will come with every version of the game. Chances are the first batch or print-in will probably have the code in the box, even if you did not pre-order the game, but we cannot guarantee that. If you do pre-order, you will get access to the 233 custom Bat Cycle skin, which is designed to look like the original appearance of Bat Cycle, which to me is really cool and definitely a really nice pre-order bonus. In terms of the editions, first up we've got the Gotham Knight Standard Edition. Now this will come to the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series and PC, and you can obtain this either physically or digitally. Now the Gotham Knight Standard Edition is the base version of the game, and as you could guess correctly, you get the game and that's pretty much it. More than likely the initial batch will contain the pre-order DLC in the box if you do go for the physical version. So if you don't pre-order this game, and as I mentioned when I was talking about the pre-order side of the fence, you will still potentially maybe get this after a couple of weeks or so purchasing the game. If you do miss that boat, then potentially that is pretty much all you will be getting is just the game by itself with this edition, which is also fine. Next up we've got the Gotham Knight Special Edition, which will be coming to the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series, and this will only be available physically. In regards to this edition, you may have to shop around a fair bit to obtain this, but in the UK this is exclusive to the retailer game. It may be available in other countries, but basically this is the same as the standard edition, but you do get a cool steelbook case. Now, game in the UK does have this listed at roughly the same price as the standard edition is in most other places, so this could be worth getting if you do want to collect the steelbook case. Next on the list is the Gotham Knight Deluxe Edition, which will be coming to the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series and PC, and you can obtain this both physically and digitally. Now, as of putting this video together, this is priced at just around $10 or £10 more than the standard edition, and with this version of Gotham Knight, you get some really cool in-game items. You get the full game, of course, but one of the coolest things is the Beyond Suitstyle. This gives each character a suit base on Batman Beyond, and that is definitely something that I personally think is really awesome. In addition to this, you also get the Knightwatch transmog by famous comic book artist Jim Lee, and you get free exclusive colorways, an emote, boosted gear, and some salvage too. Now, for an extra £10 or $10, I think that you definitely are getting some really cool stuff here, with the Batman Beyond Inspire suit being the real draw. Definitely something worth considering if you want access just to a little bit more stuff. Now, the big boy edition is called the Gotham Knights Collector's Edition, which will be available for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series and PC, and you will be able to obviously obtain this physically. In my humble opinion, I will say that the Arkham series has had some really cool collector's edition in the past, and to me, this one is no different. You get all of the in-game content that you do get with the Deluxe Edition. However, it has a really awesome physical item that makes this such an epic collector's edition. The most notable thing is the tremendous statue that features all 4 characters in a dynamic pose. You also get access to an augmented reality Talon key, a 16-page media book, and an exclusive Gotham City map. This thing definitely has some really cool stuff in there, but is it worth that $299 price tag attached to it? I guess it's all down to how much of a fan of the series you are. While the statue is cool, that is definitely over around £100 more than the Deluxe Edition, but certainly worth considering if you definitely do feel that there's a lot of value in this collector's edition. I guess we move on to the million-dollar question, which is the best edition of Gotham Knight to purchase? Now, I will say that this is definitely a hard one for us to say, really. I personally feel that if you do love the Arkham games and know that you are going to be all in on this, then you may be better off paying that extra $10 or £10 and getting the Gotham Knight Deluxe Edition, especially if you are digging the Batman Beyond inspired skin. I personally will probably be grabbing that edition more than any of the others because I do personally like some of the extra stuff that you do get in this edition, and as I said, as it's only £10 more, it's not really breaking the bank to do that. However, I will say that if you are not all that fussed about those skins, save yourself £10 or $10 and just get the standard edition. As far as the Gotham Knight Collector's Edition goes, I do feel that it does look awesome, and probably some people will justify spending that much money on this Collector's Edition, but I do think it is really overpriced. I think the statue is amazing, and if I can get my hands on that in some way, shape or form for probably a reasonable price on eBay, who knows, I definitely will consider picking up that specific statue. But I think in terms of all of the other stuff, asking maybe around £270 over here in the UK for something like that is maybe hindering on probably the more expensive side of the fence for me personally. But as I said in the video, if you are a mega fan, you definitely will see a lot more value in that collector's edition, and by all means, if you do see it, definitely do go for it. But as I said, my personal suggestion in this video will be probably more hindering going towards the Gotham Knight Deluxe Edition. That's probably the best edition that I personally think is within this variety of editions available for this specific game. Anyway peeps, that's enough chit chat and enough raffling on from myself. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below as to what edition you will be picking up. Do you think the collector's edition is worth the $299 price tag attached to it, or do you think it's a little bit over expensive like myself? We can definitely have that discussion down below, and if you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit the like button. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel before, and until next video, we definitely say peace out peeps.
See you at the premiere.
Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more cool urban gameplay videos.